Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all for your warm participation. Dear souls know your sincere participation. It takes a lot of sincerity actually to choose to do this kind of meditation, to make that choice, because it takes a little bit of trust at least. And, I hope this is not too deep, this next point that I'm about to say, but it's on the topic of trust. So does the fact that from my personal experience anyway, dear souls in the world, doing something new, it takes at least whatever little bit of trust there exists on the earth, like whatever size that is, dear souls in the world, if that makes sense, dear souls in the world. But as far as I can remember, from one of the ancient yoga meditation wisdom and science textbooks in India, the definition of faith is simply unbreakable trust. That's all. That's the only difference. So you've developed trust, but it's gotten to a point, it's so strong that no circumstance, no mental imposition, nothing, no condition that you develop will break the trust that you have in the meditation. So that's the goal, as far as I'm aware, dear souls in the world, for it to be simply to be your rock, because, in my personal experience, for me, personally, if that makes sense to your souls in the world, I may have another 50 more years on the planet. For someone else, it might be 20 years, but actually ultimately don't know ourselves, as far as I am aware of, to your souls in the world, if that makes sense to your souls in the world. I could leave this body at any moment, maybe. No, that's a fact. Any moment, but I don't know which moment personally, dear souls in the world. I apologize, dear souls in the world, for that inaccuracy, in my opinion, dear souls in the world. But, yeah. Yes. I apologize, dear souls in the world. Whenever we leave this body, that's the idea, that we've gotten to a point where the meditation is so strong that we can't be diverted or deviated from the heart process, from our heart, basically. So many things disconnect us from our heart, so many activities that go on in the world, dear souls in the world. Violence being one, it just completely disconnects you from your heart. From what I understand, dear souls in the world. So many other things that involve some form of exploitation, even self-exploitation. What to speak of exploiting others. So it's a journey. So yeah, maybe 50 years, maybe one more moment. But, that we gradually make those steps in our own way, at our own pace. Of course, there's so many other things we could do, that people do to help ground their meditation. But everyone's different, everyone will access these things in a different way. Just like, yes, for example, there are temples around where you can stay and learn so many things that can help. And that do, as far as I understand yourself, it does help a lot of people. But for example, for myself, I have had to, take an alternative situation to that because, partly to do with my psychophysical nature, I like being on my own a lot, so if you're living communally, it's difficult. Or at least from my personal experience, just as in the world, so I like my own space. That's just one little example, in my opinion, dear souls in the world. So whatever you need, it could be a hot water bottle, it could be anything, it could be that you personally need to do meditation, but you also need a lot of contact with your family, because you're very family oriented, that embrace it, and don't be scared if these things change. You could go from being not a family person to being a family person, and vice versa. It works like that. No one's the same. As far as I understand yourselves in the world. But whoever we are externally, in terms of our interests, our character, etc., etc., dear souls in the world, however it is, in whatever state it's in, it'll do nothing but change for the better, through the expressing of this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And gradually, step by step, at your own pace, in your own way, because there's a really good point to bring up, and I hope this is not too deep as well, dear souls in the world, but the energy where this mantra, the energy that this mantra is comprised of, I should say, dear souls in the world, this is my understanding anyway, dear souls in the world, that energy that is beyond body and mind, as far as I understand, dear souls in the world, is completely independent, so that energy is not confined by rules. We are, as human beings, even look at our society, we have to follow so many rules. Just as an example, dear souls in the world. But this energy, that this mantra, so I'm going to say, is comprised of, as far as I understand, dear souls in the world, it doesn't need any rules, it's completely independent, it's completely free to do anything it likes with anyone, so what that means, one point that can be raised from that, dear souls in the world, is you could be thinking, I'm not living a typical meditating lifestyle, I'm not living like those people, or I'm not doing it like this, but this energy can still intervene anyway and change your heart regardless of your situation, regardless of your circumstances. So you could be suffering from long COVID, if that makes sense, dear souls in the world. That means maybe it might be actually impossible to express as many mantras as I like to express per day, because it obviously would take more energy. This energy, as far as I understand, dear souls in the world, is completely independent and is incredibly pleased by your endeavour, by your sincere endeavour to do your best, which might be different from someone else. In fact, I would say is, that's my opinion, personally, dear souls in the world. So I meant to say, dear souls in the world. So just be you, and simply add this mantra, being you, and then you'll change, and that might feel a little bit scary, but one could take reassurance in the fact that any change that comes from this meditation on the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is nothing but beneficial to you and your peace, your strength, your self-respect, all of these good things. So I'll leave this session here with you all, dear souls in the world. Thank you so much for your patience, dear souls in the world. Sometimes I might need to do that in life, just personally, dear souls in the world, just take a little bit of inventory or self-reflection. Otherwise it's like go, and then you might lose your head, basically. Or that might be my personal experience anyway, dear souls in the world, if that makes sense, dear souls in the world. So I invite everyone to, in your own way and at your own pace, give this a go. And you'll definitely see results. Yeah. Okay, Hare Krishna, dear souls in the world.